Hello and welcome to another video here at CustomSawworks.com. Today I'll be taking two 1.5" by 1.5" by 1/8" aluminum angles that are 6 foot long and turning them into a working sawmill rails for the use with the Zozen bracketing system. Starting at one end of the angle iron, I place the first set of holes 10 inches from the end to the center line, scribing the line using a combination square and a scribe to mark the center of the holes. Then using a center punch, I punched the holes to be drilled. From the back side of the angle to the open leg end, I center two holes, one 1/2 inch down from the back and the other 1 1/8" down from the back, thus marking the center of the holes. By doing so, this would put the holes 1/2 inch from the back side of the leg, 5/8 inches on center, 10 inches from the end. To continue, mark the 6 foot length of angle from the baseline of the 10 inches to the next set of holes, which are 12 inches on center, totaling 5 consecutive centerline marks, 12 inches apart, for a total of 12 drill holes. After moving the angle to the vise, angles are placed back to back, through bolted with a 1/4 by 3/4 hex head bolt and tightened using a nylock nut, making sure to flush the angles on the ends. By doing so, the angles are placed in the correct drilling alignment for the second rail. Now that the first angle is drilled with the 12 holes at 9/32 of an inch diameter down one leg of the angle, the other angle is placed below this angle, leaving the already drilled holes exposed. Using additional clamping devices to secure and align the angle as you move down its leg, if needed, clamping and unclamping next to the holes being drilled. Repeat this task until all remaining holes are drilled. Doing so will finish the second rail. This completes the drilling of the two rail guides. Now moving on. Pictured above is the Zozen chainsaw milling bracket system. Comes with a level, 2 system rail brackets, and several wood screws, and 1 dry bit. At this point I have attached one of the Zozen brackets to the end of the rails that have been drilled 10 inches from one end. Using 2 1/4 by 3/4 hex bolts and a nylock nut, I snug the two pieces together using a wrench. After placing the rail system on top of the log to be milled, I determine the length of the log in relation to the hole spacing in the rails, then fasten the second Zozen system bracket to the rails with the closest holes provided past the end of the log. Here I have assembled the Zozen bracket incorrectly and I have to change it. Using the same 1/4 by 3/4 inch bolts and nylock nuts, I tighten the bracket, completing the assembly. Pushing the rail and bracket tight against the log on one end, I use a block of wood cut to fit between the rails on the other end, to fill any gaps between the log and the bracket. It's important to note when mounting the Zozen bracket to the rails that the orientation of the bracket's ears are facing outward from one another. By doing so, you're able to swing the brackets back and out of the way in one direction, but at the same time allows the brackets, when securing them to the log, to keep the brackets from moving forward in the opposite direction, therefore bottoming the brackets out against the top of the rails, allowing for secure and tight fastening. The final operation of the mounting process would be to level the rails, making sure that they are parallel to each other. This is especially important for long cuts. Finally, not only do you want your rails running parallel to each other, but also running down the face of the log in a horizontal direction. This is done by measuring from the pith on both ends of the log. As seen here, by allowing the first holes drilled 10 inches in from the end of the rails before the first Zozen bracket, provides adequate resting space for the chainsaw sled, giving the log and the chainsaw proper support as the sled rests on the rails. The drawing plans for the guide rails used with the Zozen bracket system are available for download at customsawwork.com in our shop. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Also, follow along on our journey as we build a wood shop from the ground up and brand the website customsawwork.com. Also, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and be informed on all future projects at Custom Saw Work. Thanks again for watching.